Hello, ladies.
Nice to hear you,
I just
Ishmael.
uh, remind me, are you Muslim? Oh, wonderful. Adil, are you Muslim? Adil. Okay. Jeremy, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. I hear you.
It's not my Wi-Fi, it's Adil's. Okay, can everybody turn on cameras? We're gonna begin training.
Can you hear
Yeah.
me? I apologize.
It's okay. I forgive you, Adil.
Okay.
So now, Jeremy, camera on. I'm gonna turn on my camera as well.
Yeah, give me just a minute. I'm changing from just got home,
That's fine. You don't
changing
have
from
to
my
worry.
laptop.
Okay, so do either one of you have a sales call to review? If not, we're gonna go over a law, sales law. Okay, that's I know
No,
from no. Okay, fine. Both of you say no. Wonderful. So let me just connect all my shit. So then we're going to be going over one of the laws that I will decide. Now, are you guys familiar with the laws that I've made when it comes to sales?
yes, yes.
Okay. And Adele, are you familiar?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Is there any specific law you guys would like to go over?
No.
No?
Yes, I would like to go over buy or die.
Okay. Honestly, we'll go over it briefly, but I actually think you guys are both not good enough to do buy or die properly. But we'll go over it and then we'll go over potentially solution selling. So let me just open this up. 1 second.
Okay.
Wonderful. No, actually, did it cool. So we go. So give me 1 second. Yeah, boom. Can you guys?
I can't hear you. Is it my problem or
You guys hear me?
yeah,
Okay. You guys can see my screen, right?
yes.
Yes.
So we're going over. So you guys want to do buy or die, and then I also want to do solution selling, and then we'll see where we go from there. Now, give me 1 moment, Jeremy. Why are you unable to connect your camera?
Oh, I'm on it right now. I'm changing from my laptop. Uh, I just got home. I
My
wasn't
Wi-Fi
home
is
at the
ass.
beginning of the call.
Second.
Ishmael,
I'll just turn
Yes.
on the camera on my phone.
can I ask two questions after we'll be done? One about
Y-
being
Uh,
too.
y- no, no. Ask them
Mhm.
both right now. Let me get my cable
Mhm.
so I can turn on my camera. Give me 1 second.
Okay. So one of them is about articulation, something I'm researching a lot. So I really love the way you speak, the way you translate your ideas and convince people. So some of your advice how to get more articulate with your points.
Mhm.
And second is about being too nice. It's actually a new
Mhm.
thing I have discovered about myself, that I am generally too nice of a person. And it means that during the cold calls or sales calls, I tend to try to comfort people, want to impress people, and that's not a good thing. It might be in some occasions, but certainly not in business. So maybe your advice how to go over this.
Okay, so let's go over these two things because this actually applies to both of you. So let's go over articulation. on speech. And then I want to go over being nice. Wonderful. So my camera is just turning on. There we go, webcam. Amazing. Oh, let's see if I can fix this. Yeah, there we go. You guys can see me, yes? Wonderful.
Yeah.
You want to cut my face? Yeah, there we go. So, first thing, both of you, right? This is very important. Like before articulation, what you guys have to understand is you guys are foreign, right? And not the good type of foreign. Yes. Now, lucky for me, I speak Her Royal Majesty's English. So I've got a British accent, also known as one of the highest ranking accents in the world. I can pretty much go everywhere. My accent pretty much gives me authority. Not so much authority, but it's a sign of competence. Yes. Now, luckily for you guys don't have Nigerian accents, which are one of the lowest ranking accents in the world when it comes to competence. Now, does it mean anything? No, but the judgment of people is very important, or at the very least in business. So
Mhm.
when it comes to articulation, before we get into that, actually, yes, when it comes to sales, niche, research, right? I have another word for it, but then it's how well you know your fucking niche and how often you drop information about the niche. Yes. So Adil has some form of Eastern European accent. Adil, where are you from? Remind me.
I am from Kazakhstan.
There we go, Kazakhstan. Right? It doesn't
Uh-huh.
really get more fucking Eastern European than Kazakhstan. And as such, anyone who speaks to him is going to have doubts over, does he know anything? He's from the fucking mountains. Most people don't know where the fuck Kazakhstan is on a map,
Mhm.
right?
Sure.
Like it's more well known than like Uzbekistan. No, Uzbekistan's known. It's not the least common stans, but it's pretty fucking the stans people don't know. So now, when it comes to Adil, yes, he needs to look at his position and think, cool, I am fucked, right? So what can I do to be unfucked? At the first thing is terminology, right? We've provided you guys sheets with terminology on everything you need, like all the words you need to know. You need to drop as many words as you can in a sales call, right? Like very important.
Mm.
But then second to that, right? You need to know, like if I was Adil, yeah, market trends. Now, Adil, have you popped into real estate as a niche?
Yeah.
Cool. So let's say I'm on a like I would do this often, and it just made me sound smart, right? And it required no fucking work. So let's say I'm speaking to someone in North Carolina, right? Wonderful. So over here, I would just open 2 or 3 out of these. This is just before my call, right? And I would read through this, not to learn it, right? But just to write random things down. So medium days on the market, 55 days. House inventory, 18% increase. Home price, boom, boom, decrease, boom, boom. Right? Literally, this just these 5 fucking points. I would write them down on a fucking piece of paper. Right? So
Mm.
let's imagine Adil is my prospect. Right? So now, obviously, I don't have this open. I have this written down on a piece of paper, and it's just placed somewhere where I can read it, and people can't really tell. Right? So, Adil, you're from North Carolina, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's honestly, that's quite good with the clients that we have and what we're seeing. So as it stands with the leads that we're working with, the sellers, we're seeing that it takes about what 45 to 65 days until home is sold, which is quite good right now. And we've seen an increase of about 20% when it comes to inventory, just retrospective to how many leads that we're getting, which is in line with the market, which is at 18.3%. We're working with what? 370,000 as a medium home price. That's what we're seeing typically. And home sales sadly have decreased, right? So we're seeing less homes being sold and more homes on the market, which is quite interesting that the market should fix itself up with that. Just to confirm, this is what you're seeing as well, right? Because we're just getting that data from our clients. Adil, can you confirm that?
Yeah. Yeah, we are getting
Yeah.
about the same results.
There we go. So I've just said a whole lot of shit. Now, granted, I could have said it 1,000 times better. I would have had a little bit of time to prepare and just write down like the key words, right? So what I would do is just to make my life fucking easier. So fuck off, right? So let's just put this here as text, right? So home prices, pew, pew. Median days on market, pew, 5.
Can I make a spreadsheet with different columns about different trends for different states?
You can, but you're being too fucking smart,
Okay.
right? Like it's mental masturbation. Because realistically, are you going to do your lead scraping in all of America, or are you going to pick one state?
Couple of states. Yeah.
Yeah, but then when you do your outreach, it's going to be to like a few states mainly. So why the fuck are you going to make some unnecessarily large spreadsheet when you can just target one state and have a lot of data on that one state, right? So
Okay.
I have a bit of Russian accent or Eastern European accent, but I know the median house price, sale volume, fewer days on market, and I'm saying all of this fucking information on a call, and I'm just dropping it in, not in one chunk, but I'm just dropping it throughout the whole call. Yes, while I may sound like I'm from Turkmenistan, do I also sound like I know property?
Yeah, you sound competent.
Yeah. And that's the key thing. And the more of an accent you have, and both of you have this fucking accent, and fucking Jomi doesn't have any use of the word tonality when he fucking speaks, it inspires me. Yes. The more of this that you utilize on a call, the more powerful the call will be. Because then there is no doubt to your ability to do what you do. Because no one's going to have expected you, because people are innately lazy. No one's going to think that you just got all of this data, right? Just before a call. But now, how you articulate this data is key. Yes. So let's split up the sales call into. Let's zoom out a bit. Right. I'm way too zoomed out, but anyways, right. Let's say there's two versions of you, right? The sales call is split into, let's say, yeah, there we go. 4 sections, right? The 4 sections, through my classification, is discovery, negative rapport, presentation, and objection handling. Yes. Let's say there's 2 versions, or let's say just the 2 of you, Jomi and Adil. Let's say that Adil, yeah, puts all of the facts just over here. He used all the facts, he's got 10 facts. And he's just like, yeah, we're looking at this, that. And he just drops it in the beginning of the call. Right. And then we have Jomi, who 10 facts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's dropped all these facts throughout the whole call, right? Which one comes across as more competent?
Second one, because
There
people
we go.
tend to remember it more. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it also shows that I can apply my competence and my knowledge at various parts of a conversation, right? And you can pre-structure this, right? So I put the most on the presentation because it's the easiest to do on the presentation. If I'm making a point about sellers on the presentation, I can use my data that I have written down. When I'm talking about buyers, right? When I'm talking about leads, right? When I'm talking about like so many things, right? I can just pre-structure it on my presentation. When the fuck do I say my facts? Yes. You can then also use it in negative rapport. As an example, look, you're saying that you're struggling with leads, but I know for a fact, like especially with our clients, we're seeing an increase of 18% on the amount of sellers that are coming to the market. So why isn't that reflecting in what you're doing? Why are you unable to? And then they're going to be like, because you're going up against them and you're using market facts, right? And then you have to understand that Adil's understood this perfect, yes, when he uses the word competence, right? Competence is key because people come onto a call with me because I know my shit. Yes, I am the problem. No, I am the problem that their problems fear. And that's why they're going to pay me money. Because they can't fix their fucking problems, but the fuck I can, of course. Not the fuck I can, but I can. right? And that's what they want to feel on the call. That's what they want to see on the call. But now how you articulate this, right, is key. So dropping it throughout the whole call is very different to Joey just saying, yeah, so what we're looking at is, and he just says all these fucking facts, like back to back to back to back. Most people won't assume it to be rehearsed, but some people will assume it to be rehearsed. Yes. And the more facts that you do, right, you're utilizing the market and the knowledge from the market to help you close. And the fact is that I would say, let's say with real estate, most real estate agents do not know this much information from the top of their head on their market because they're too lazy. Yes. Now, there may be disagreements. So you may say that the home listing value is 350,000, right? Oh, they'll say, oh no, honest, no, it's 300, right? Don't shit yourself. Just be like, look, I'm getting this off of our clients. I'm sure like there's different data everywhere. I'm sure you're more up to date. This is just what we get from our clients in North Carolina. Like I say, who are your clients? Who are your clients in North Carolina? Perfect. That's an opportunity for me to very early on handle that objection. I don't share client details because of A, B, C, D. And then I just bring it back to, so 350,000 is what we're seeing with the buyers that we're working with and the sellers that our clients are working with. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So that's the one thing both of you need to like fully grasp and get good at, due to the fact that accents. Yes. Now, Jeremy, just speak. Just say a few sentences.
No, what do you want me to say?
Yes, both of you are going to need that, right? You see,
Yeah.
no, not in a bad way. You see, Jeremy,
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
in the most respectful way, you don't speak as though you have large balls.
How that
Yes.
can be in a respectful way. Okay.
No. Isn't you don't speak like a soldier who's going to war. You speak like the guy who organizes the plans for the soldiers who go to war. Right?
Mhm.
You speak like it seems as though you speak from like a higher part of your voice, which makes it a little bit higher. But what you need to do is go lower. Yes, you need more strength when you speak. Now, you can either work on your tonality and fix the tonality,
Mhm.
or just drop fucking knowledge, which is niche knowledge, and articulate it in the correct manner.
Okay.
Yeah. And the fact is, neither one of you guys are American. So you guys need to rank up your niche knowledge and stay strong to it. Right.
Yeah.
So that's the point on articulation. Right. So, Jomi, I can do bio die towards the end. No, I can do being nice, which is the second thing that Adil asked towards the end, but I think it would also apply to you. So do you guys want, are you guys happy for me to talk about being nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go to so we have asshole, and then we have nice guy. So I would say that the asshole wins that many times, and the nice guy will win that many times.
Okay.
Right? Now, truth be told, I would comfortably say both of you guys are nice guys, correct?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's something I discovered not so long ago. It's interesting.
Cool. Do you guys think anybody looks at me and says he's a nice guy? Or like
No.
as soon as I open my mouth, yeah, there we go. No. Right?
Yeah.
However, when it comes to winning over people, I will destroy you guys. When it comes to getting what he wants, I will destroy you guys. When it comes to getting other people what they want, I will destroy you guys. Right? Because in order to be a nice guy, you have to stay in the fucking box of what it is to be a nice guy. Because when you deviate outside of this box, you risk not being a nice guy. Correct? Yes? As an asshole, which I publicly identify as an asshole. Yes? Even to the missus, I tell her, like, I'm a piece of shit. You have to understand this. Like, your friends will not like me unless I want them to like me. Yes? I don't have any fucking lines. I don't have a box to stay in. What that means is I can play any card I want at any given time. Any card I want. And what that means is I have nothing stopping me to get to my goal. Yes? as you guys may be familiar or may not be familiar, I've made prospects cry on sales calls. My favorite close is only I don't know, many fucking times I've made these fucking pussies cry. Yes. My favorite close, a guy messaged me saying, "You're one of the worst humans I've ever met in my life. Can I pay you by cryptocurrency?"
Why he did
Yeah.
it? Like, he really believed that you can solve his problems, or
No, of course I can fucking solve his problems, a little fat fuck.
Mhm.
Yeah. Of course I can solve his problems. And I made it clear that he was that incompetent with every aspect of his fucking degenerate life. Yes, that he couldn't do, like, I destroyed all of his inner will, his will to exist. Yes.
Mhm.
This is how much of a bad guy I am. I love this. Like, I inspire myself when I do shit like this. Let me just find my phone. Yep. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Where the fuck is my phone? Okay, guys, let me find my phone and you'll see the perfect example of how much of an asshole I am. Yep. 1 second. So, like, you guys don't understand how extreme like one can be. And 1 second, this fucking camera. Yeah. You guys can hear me, yes?
Yeah, yeah, perfect.
Now tell me if you would have the balls. I did this just for shits and giggles. Yes. Listen to this. Yeah. Zachary, the lesbian dumb fuck. So I'm on a group chat with other people because one guy inconvenienced my life by a few days by doing dumb shit that he shouldn't have done. Yes. Zachary, the lesbian dumb fuck shit twat cunt. Yes, who slowed down my progress and what the fuck I do due to his own incompetence. Yes, is not giving me access to Go High Level account at the earliest convenience. So then there's a whole spiel of me just abusing the shit out of this guy who fucked up. Because not only did he fuck up, he needed permission to fix his fuck up. Yes. I then hopped onto a call with the guy that I know and said, Ishmael, you shouldn't be doing this. Da, 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 da. So I sent another message afterwards. Louise, I've just spoken to Zach, and typically people would apologize after what they've said. Make sure you write me in your suicide note and send me a photocopy before you fucking decide to do it. Incompetent shit. Yes. So that is the end extreme of the asshole.
Okay.
Right? But you have to understand, right? If and then we're going to bring this back to sales, right? If I have 0 lines that I'm not willing to cross, right? What's going to stop me achieving what I want?
Awesome.
Yes. And you also have to understand, it's not that I am an asshole like because of insecurities. I'm just naturally turning the asshole dial to 100%. Yes.
What does that mean? Because it's how to differentiate an asshole from being a person with a high level of insecurity. Like,
Because okay, this is a good way to understand what arrogance is versus competence. This is how I define it. Right? Someone who is hyper confident, yes, I class myself as confident, right? Like I tell women that I'm shy and nervous, but I class myself as confident, right?
okay.
If I'm bad at something, I will do it. I will try. I'll be the worst in the whole room. Be like, I'm terrible, but I'm gonna try my best to get good. Yes, you could tell me I'm bad for A, B, C, D, E. I'll eat it. Yeah, cool. I'm bad at it. I'm good at other stuff. I'm bad at this. I'm happy to work on it. Right? Someone who's arrogant, you tell them that they're bad at something, they will remind you all the things they're good at, and they're going to shit at you for being bad at what you're at. Does that make sense?
So arrogant people, they tend to close their incompetencies by their competencies, while
Yes.
confident people are exposing their incompetencies so they can get competent.
Yes. That's a good way to put it. Right?
Mhm.
They're comfortable being bad at something to be good because I don't really care. Like, yes, you can judge me, but that's your prerogative. You can judge me as much as you want. It's not going to make a difference to me. I could be the best version of me. You may still hate me. I've said this on dates. Like I've gone on dates to find wives, right? And I've sat there, and like they're nervous. I'm not nervous for dog shit. Like zero negativity. Gorgeous girl in front of me, not at all nervous. And then we'll go on to nervous. I'm like, are you nervous? She's like, yeah, kind of. I'm nervous. Yeah. And it's like, are you nervous? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, why aren't you nervous? And this is my answer. Because I am who I am. You may like me or you may dislike me. There's nothing I can do to that. If I try to get you to like me, I'm going to change who I am as an individual. And then the version that you like or may end up potentially liking isn't who I truly am. And that's just going to end up in fucking unhappiness for both of us. So you can think I'm the worst person. You can think I'm the best person. I'm just going to be me because I don't really give a shit. Because if I did give a shit, I'm not being me. Make sense?
Yeah.
Right? And that there is the differences. And now in life, yes, you like okay, this is why one reason why I'm comfortably an asshole, right? Let's say this is a parameter, right? This is problem level, level, right? And let's just rank the problem level over here. Yes, 95% of the population do not want to go past this level of problems with other people, right? An example, I, I will comfortably, let's say, get up to this point. Let's say this is 99. Yes. Then 100 is like when I bump into fucking mafia people. Like every fucking once in a while, I'll bump into some twat in the mafia. And then I'll quickly suss out, wait, this guy's definitely killed people. Yes. And I can tell that they're just above me. And that's when I'm like, okay, let's. Is Vinice? My apologies. I'm a nice guy. Yes, yes, you're in charge. Right?
That's
Because
a yeah.
I,
Wow.
I recognize that these people here will take it down a line I don't want to go down. Right?
Mhm.
However, by me being over here, I'm beating anyone down here, right? Little example, right? Let's say I'm in an airport. Yes. Typically, people are very respectful to the people in the plane or like in the airport as a whole. So whenever I've had an issue, like they've come on to me very aggressively. Yes. Until I open my mouth and they're like, fuck, this is gonna be a fucking long day. Because I will go out of my way to ruin the shit out of their day. Yes, I will miss my flight. I don't give two flight. I'm making them feel bad. Yes. And when you're that level of asshole, people will default and let you win. Either because it's gonna like you're gonna make a public scene. And if I'm comfortable making a public scene or being awkward or being rude or so on and so forth, yes, I am more likely to win. And because I have a control over it, I'm not acting in anger. I can logically just berate a person. Yes, get their emotions up. They can't handle it. Even if they're intelligent, they're gonna fuck up. Yes. So the advantage is there to my side, right? But now, another aspect of being an asshole is truth. Yes. In order to be honest and to be true, you must risk being the asshole. Yes or no?
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Jeremy, do you disagree?
Something.
Need to hear what you have to say first.
Okay, cool. Ah, yes, I remember you're quite a religious man, aren't you? I remember we've had debates in the past. Yes.
What?
So, yeah. So let's say, as an example, right? I've got a
Mm-hmm.
partner and she's gained weight. The
Yeah.
nice thing to say is, you look gorgeous. Da, 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 da. Right? Like you compliment her and don't let her know that she's fat or she's gaining weight. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Typically, like I could see both of you doing this. Right? I would do this in the past. But then what is the consequence? We have wife. Wife gets fat. We don't care. Wife gets comfortable. Yes? That is then proceeded with more fat. As the fat keeps increasing or the comfort increases, yes,
Uh-huh.
less attractive, less sex. I start looking elsewhere,
Mm.
problems. Yes. And the longer this goes on for, the more problems I have. Yes. Let's say a friend is rude. I let this go on. It gets worse. it's now hitting my insecurities, so on, so forth, so on, so forth, so on, so forth, so on, so forth. All because I'm a little bit too nice and I'm okay. I'll take the shit. Right? I'll give an example to this. This is a previous friend group I was in, right? Like this is like the last friend group I was in before like I got busy, no time for friends. Yes.
Mhm.
There was this one guy, right? People like I was very close with him. Yeah, and I would sit him down and give him speeches in order to fix his retarded behavior. He was too nice. So everybody took the piss out of him. They took the piss out of his girl. They took the piss out of him and his girl in front of him and his girl because he was too nice. He wasn't going to do anything. He just sat down and ate shit. Right? And he would often complain about this. Right? And what would happen when he would complain? The fact is, he would complain like a woman. Yes, in a nice way. And everyone doubled down their bullying. Yes. Now, granted, let me show you what the fuck this guy looks like. Yeah. This guy is 6 foot. I don't know what the fuck. He's about what, 6'3". Let's go. George Fernando. Yeah. So this is him.
Uh-huh.
Yes. For a woman, yes, this guy is like another machine. This guy is massive, tanked out, right?
Mm.
Bullied to shit because he was a nice guy. And I explained this to him. No man would ever open their mouth about my fucking woman without worrying of the consequences. Yes, it's not because I've made a public threat to them. It's because of how I hold myself. Yes, people will double think before they speak against me, right? Because of my character, right? A great example, Jeremy, you may get it or you may not get it. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say there are certain nations of men that I show as soon as I know where they're from, they have my respect. Why? Because I value my life. Let's say there's a man from Dagestan. Do you know what Dagestan is, Jeremy?
Yeah.
I know not to ever speak about his women, his sisters, his mothers, kind of his family. Just never going there. Like full respect, because I know that man, just out of principle, will fight me, even if we're the best of friends. Yes? Because there's an automatic line that is covered, right? Let's say Albanians are another example, right? Where they are the best of people, wonderful, like good character, loyal to a fucking T, amazing people. You cross that line, the asshole's gonna come out and you're gonna get an ass whooping. I had this one friend, Armenian. This is way back in school days. Yes. I would often say to people, yes, go suck your mother. It was just my insult. Like someone annoyed me, I'd say, go suck your mother. And I would just like go on with that. Right? Just like insulting their mothers. I once told him to go suck his mother as a joke. He then flipped out at me. I did my maths and realized where I fucked up. I then convinced him that I wasn't telling him to go suck his mother. I was telling another guy to go suck his mother. And me and my Armenian friend told the other guy to go suck his mother. We made fun of him. Yes. But that friendship very quickly was going to end up in a fight. And he had many Armenian friends with him. So I would have likely lost. Yes. And that's him there being an asshole, right? Sticking to what he truly believes, right? And many people would say, oh, judge him for being a bad guy, for getting over a fight or whatever the fuck for no fucking reason, right? But at the end of the day, he had his own principles. A nice guy has no principles. A nice guy will not stick up for his principles. A nice guy will, I shit you not, right? You guys will disagree with this. Will not defend his woman when she is in danger, right? The reason for it is because you were not trained, yes, to defend your woman when she is in danger. Because when there is natural dangers or through micro expressions, or like not expressions, that's not the wrong word. There will be micro events where you train your body on how you are as a man, right? So little confrontations, right? That will just pop up through life, whether it's an argument with your mother, with a cousin, with a friend, with a stranger. Yes, you in that moment tell yourself how you are, right? And there's two versions, or let's say three versions, right? There's one version, I really fucking, I don't assume this to be both of you, and I hope it's not, is the version of you that runs away. Yes, that's like the weakest, like, here's my woman, right? There's another version of you that asks for, look, we don't want any problems. Like that tries to like neutralize that. You guys are more likely than not to be on that level, which tries to neutralize the situation. Yes, you'll be in front of your woman. Yes, but neutralizing is the goal there. And then there's another version that literally grabs your woman, throws her behind you, and just walks towards the man. Yes, that's like at
Yeah.
another extreme. Right? They said, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna have fun now. Yes. And that's the version of you that you want to exceed. Right? The fact is, when it comes to being disagreeable, there's a direct correlation to how successful you are to how disagreeable you are. Like this is just a fact. The more disagreeable you are, yes, or the less the lower on the scale of agreeability, the more assertive you are and the less polite you are. Like shit, like that you're in line with success. If you're overly polite, you won't push your prospects. If you're not assertive, you won't aim to close a deal or fuck someone over. If you're too agreeable, you're going to agree to their terms, not yours. Right? And
Yeah.
let's just put these 3 points here. And then I'm just going to bring it to a sales call and then we'll be done. So we have agreeableness, assertiveness, and the last one was politeness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say 0, 100. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Now, so let me scratch that. Fuck it. So we got nice guy. Nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice guy is 100% agreeable. He is 0% assertive, 100% polite. Correct?
What are differences between agreeable, isn't assertive
So,
and
so,
agreeable?
okay, agreeableness is, am I likely to agree with you or disagree with you? Like, I will just disagree with anybody just for like to expand my thought. Yeah, like we can
Uh-huh.
agree, we can have the same principle, but I'll challenge your principle just to expand the thought. Like, I'm very comfortable disagreeing. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Assertiveness is, do I give a fuck about you? Like, will I assert myself over everything above you? Like, are we going my way, your way, or together?
Mm-hmm.
You get my point?
So assertiveness is about, am I willing to just be rude to you, to
No,
assert
no.
you?
Assertiveness is, let's say you have an idea and I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
If I have zero assertiveness, we're going to go with your idea. I like you. Let's go with your idea. If I'm 50%, let's think of something together. You know, let's mash our ideas. Assertive, like 100%, we're going with mine. And we're gonna like go back and forth until we go with mine. We can maybe go with yours later. We won't. I'll tell you that. Right? They
Uh-huh.
work hand in hand, right? Now, let's say the asshole, right? Asshole. Right? Agreeableness is at 0. Assertiveness is at 100. Politeness is at 0. That is an asshole. We can agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Which one is more likely to succeed?
Second one.
Yeah. Because this person here will stick to their truth. To be 0%. Now, I'll tell you one thing, yeah. I rank on agreeableness 0. I rank 100% on assertiveness, and I rank 0 on politeness. Right? Does that mean I am
Sure.
rude to grandmothers? No. I'm very nice to grandmothers. Right? Depending on how they behave. Yes.
But isn't
But
that politeness?
no. I can be polite because I'm not a fucking spastic. Yes. If I
Okay.
see like some lady like who needs help, yeah, cool, I'll help her. Yes. But I am very comfortable bringing my politeness to fuck 0. Yes. Where I am just up. Did you hear the voice note?
Yeah.
Yes. That is like I told the guy, like, send me your fucking suicide note. Yeah. And the one thing, okay, we'll take this call a little bit over. I don't mind, right? It's meant to end at 45. We'll take it a little bit over, right? The funniest thing is, right? Which one from these two do you think gets the woman?
The asshole.
Yeah, but
I
why?
don't,
That's actually a good.
no,
I
no,
can
yeah, yeah, go ahead,
I
Adam.
I can feel that it will be the second one, but I cannot explain like why it will be the case.
Because when it comes to agreeableness, yes, I don't mean this in a cunt way. Women don't want to think. Thinking stresses them out. Yes, they want to live in la la land, not in a bad way, but like A woman wants to follow the man. We can agree this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she wants a man who's able to make decisions and comfortably disagree with her so she doesn't have to necessarily think. Now she can think. It's not saying that she can't. If she wants to voice her opinion and have her way, perfect. Right? But she wants a man who can look at the rest of the world and say, fuck the world, we're going my way, or we're going our way. She doesn't want someone who's going to be agreeable and agree to every other fucking man, does she?
Yeah.
Kind of gay. Yes. But the man who's very comfortable being rude to the whole fucking world, going to war with everybody just because he fucking can. Yes. At a zero level agreeableness. If he wants something, he will get it. Right? And that's a key
Mhm.
thing. Someone who's too agreeable will not get what he wants because he's too agreeable. Yes. When I look at a woman in like, there's been multiple times I said, like, I will get you because that's how my life works. If I want something, I'm getting it. I don't really give a fuck. Yes. Now,
It
obviously,
work.
how you articulate it, but
Mhm.
articulate it correctly, it's going to cause moisture in the down below areas, right? Because you're showing assertiveness. Yes, which is like a woman's natural state is submissiveness. It's not assertiveness. Yes, so it's the opposite extreme. No, it's no agreeableness. Now, assertiveness, that's common sense. Am I going to get what I want? Am I going to dominate in the bedroom? Am I going to dominate in life? If there is competition against me, am I going to fall or am I going to stand with my fucking chest? Right? Another example is if there is danger, is my man going to protect me or is he going to throw me or is he going to just find a middle ground? Right? Your woman speaks 1,000 words about who you are as a man, and you as a man speak 1,000 words about who she is as a woman. Yes? When it comes to conquering, just human biology. Yes, if we take it to an evolutionary standpoint, is a man who is more assertive going to protect the children or a man who is less assertive?
Who is more
Yeah.
for certain? Mhm.
And then politeness works as politeness. I'm not too sure on how that goes with women, simply because that one I haven't put too much thought into, right? But the fact is, if you are overly polite, you lie, right? Someone who is way, way, way too polite will lie in order to be polite. Have you guys ever done that?
I think in the past for sure. Now trying to get rid of it.
Jeremy, have you done that before?
Lying to be polite.
No, no, no. Being polite, yeah, yeah, you can say it like that.
Yeah, I imagine I have.
Or another way is being polite in order to not be honest,
Yeah.
right? Not attractive, like for shit, right? And then
Mhm.
my truth to why the nice guy will always lose is because the nice guy is fake. The nice guy is not who he is. The nice guy is who he thinks you want him to be,
Yeah.
right? She likes this music, you like that music as well. She decides to go rock climbing. I've always wanted to go rock climbing, to be honest. And the fact is, you don't fucking want to go rock climbing. Yes. The nice guy will wait. Okay. This is a clear example. Yes. Right. I'm going to use this example because it happened like 2 days ago. Right.
Okay.
The nice guy will go to the menu and ask her what she wants to order and get her to like say the order. Right. The asshole, and I've done this so many times, I will just assume, yes, that she's unable to read the menu because it's very difficult and it's in small fonts. And I'm going to order for both of us, also because I know the better food. I do know the better food, right? Now, I was on a plane and there was literally two Russian chicks next to me. Yes. And then
Oh.
me and one of them were, me and one of them were, what's it called? Joking. Like, she's like, oh, yeah, this is our first date.
Mhm.
Right? And like we've got this little shitty menu, right? And I'm trying to figure out how the fuck do I do this? I need to look masculine, ordering plain food, da, 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 right? And then all of a sudden, the little fucking the air hostess rocks up, right? And then my instincts kick in, and I'm like, I'll have the fish cake and please two chickens for the ladies. Yes. Now,
Mhm.
granted, I met them a few hours ago, and I am very confidently with my chest ordering on their behalf. And they were both in genuine shock. Like, what the fuck just happened? Now they're not gonna argue with me because that's what they wanted, right? But it shows a level of confidence, right? And you have to be disagreeable in order to do that because I'm risking a problem. You have to be assertive and a lack of politeness, right? But now, granted, I don't care about turning on those chicks. And do you guys believe that behavior is more likely to be a turn on or a turn off?
Turn on.
But
That's interesting.
you need to be on this side in order to do that. Yeah. The polite guy would literally wait for the two fucking ladies to order. And then when everyone else is done, he's going to order. The asshole is going to be like, I'll take this. They'll get that. Thank you.
Mhm.
Right. Um,
Just
but
a
now,
question. Or
Mhm.
should I try to push to the extreme of being an asshole like you are?
because yes, because you won't get close.
Okay, so it's said I have read many studies about that. There's some genetic component. So
Yes. Yes.
I have to confront it. I have to really push it.
It won't
Uh,
be genetic, it will be environmental.
mhm.
Right? Simply because if you hung out with me long enough, you will develop these traits. I know this because the women I hang out with end up developing my traits. Yeah, like their assertiveness just shits on like the average male like around. Yes, because you learn behaviors from those that you were around, like
Mhm.
very quickly, right? Like I remember there was this one guy. So I used to go out in like the top clubs in London, right? These clubs, like the ratio is 8 women, 1 guy. Like that's the ratio inside the establishment. And ugly women and fat women are not allowed inside, right? I went to this
Really?
one place and I brought like one guy who used to go to my school. I hadn't seen him in a long time. Yeah, the club didn't let him inside. Yes, because he was that weak or just by energy. Like he did not fucking fit in. Yes. Fast forward, let's say 6 months. He's talking to what? Like 4 chicks at the same time. And I looked at him and I'm like, that's me. He was doing everything I would do with all of those girls. Like it like not scared me. I like it felt very strange to me because I was watching myself in another person.
Mhm.
Right? So it's all learned. And the reason I say go to the asshole is because let's say this is 0, this is 100. If you want to play it safe, let's say that this is the good point, right? Realistically, if you try to play it safe, you're going to end up around about here, right? And then to get to there, it's going to be a long journey. Whereas if you come to this side, right, this will be way closer. If you overshoot, you can just dial it back a little bit and you will end up at the ideal level. But if you go softly, like it's going to take you a fucking while to like ramp up,
Okay.
right? And it's very strange. I'll give an example with another chick, right? Now, never did anything with this girl. Like we would just hang out, right? She's very good looking girl, like generally very good looking. And typically, the when she would go out, all the guys, let's say waiters, this, that, give her all the attention. Yes. Except when she was out with me. No one spoke to her. No one asked her about her preference of the menu. No one said anything. They just spoke to me. Yes. Now,
Mhm.
why is this? It's because of how I hold myself, how I speak, how I keep my eye contact, the words that I say. Yes. They would genuinely just ignore her. Why? Because I was center point, because of how I held myself as a man. Right. Another example is this. I was out. I have too many female examples. I was out
Ishmael,
with,
Ishmael.
yeah, I was out with some random chick, right? And then some guy is checking her out. So I give I give negative flying fucks. He could come take her off me, give negative flying fucks. Yes. But he's checking her out. Yeah. He then comes like all the way, and it's just me and her. So like in no country, like that's disrespectful. Something I would do. Yes. He comes all the way over to us. Yes. He comes, talks to me. I held myself in such a manner that he didn't say hi to her. He just fucked off. He tried to have a conversation, but I held my own very well. Yes. So he fucked off very quickly. Right. He was able to go up to, let's say, this is the scale, this is 100. He was able to go up to, let's say, 75% uncomfortable levels. Yes, of just being a cunt except I am at a level 88. Right? And if you wanted to get past me, we're gonna have a good old time, aren't we? Yes. But it's not so much that I threatened him, because that would put me down here. Right? Because if I had immediately thrown him a threat, then like I've gone to like one extreme, which isn't necessary, showing that he can throw me off and make me look like an idiot to the girl.
Mhm.
Make sense?
How to, oh, that's actually a good point. How to look and hold yourself assertively without threatening someone to just threaten someone.
Because the fact is, and this is what you truly have to understand, right? It is very rare that I will make a threat,
Mhm.
because I don't need to make a threat. I'll just follow through.
Mhm.
And someone who will follow through doesn't make threats,
What do
right?
you mean by follow through?
So, as an example, this is a very long time ago. My brother's friend, I bumped into him on a night out. And he said, "Oh, Ishmael, by the way, there's this one asshole last time I was here. Him and his friends were bullying me because I was alone." I was like, "Which fucking twat is this?" And he points to the fucking tallest cunt in the fucking location. Yes. I go all the way up to him. I'm arguing with him, but I realize like I'm looking up like this. This isn't working out for me. So I like directed it to a place where there was like 2 steps. Like, good. One of the 2 steps, turned around, we're equal heighted. Yes, I'm like, perfect. Now I can speak to this cunt. Yep. We're going back and forth, back and forth. Yes. I could have made threats to him. But instead, what did I do? I headbutted him. Yes. So as we're arguing, straight, my head hit his head. Yes. And I'm there like, come at me. What's fucking next? I dare you to do something. Because I will go the whole way. Yes. If I know that I can be dangerous to you, I don't need to clarify that to you. I will just be fucking dangerous. Yes. If you need to threaten someone, you are not a threat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? But then if you stand, let's say, as an example, this is a man, this is your bitch, right? He is trying to provoke her. Yes. If you just stand in the middle, yes, and you don't threaten him, and you just say, "So what's next? I'm waiting." It is the exact same, like the exact same as threatening him. Except you don't need to. You don't need to raise your voice. Look, are we going to fight? I'm ready. You don't need to shout to fight. Yeah. But you also have to remember the smallest dogs have the largest bark. Right?
So
Yep.
people who threaten someone are less likely to actually go fight.
Yes.
Is it? Mhm.
But they are more likely to see. Let's say this. Yes. Let's go back onto my little graph. Where the fuck? Yeah, here. Yeah. People under, let's say, this line. Yes, they won't make threats. They'll just huff and puff and shout. They're not like they won't say the actual threat, right? Then you've got a level higher, right? Which is like they will make the threats. But you also have to understand, you have to listen to the words of the threat. Yes. If we're in confrontation and I threaten you in the future, right? Or I make some benign thing, right? The likelihood is I won't necessarily follow up on it. Yes, because if I am going to end your life, the last thing I'm going to do is publicly admit to ending your life. Correct?
Yeah.
This is not a very good fucking plan. Yes, in a public setting, I'm going to threaten you and then you die. I'm going to be suspect number one. Yes.
Yeah.
Then if I then say to you, carry on speaking and I'll knock you the fuck out. If I'm shouting at you, there's a reason for me shouting. I'm trying to intimidate you. Yes. But like,
Mhm.
I'm speaking overall. There will be cases where this doesn't apply. Right? Take note when there's alcohol in the picture, when there's drugs in the picture. Yes, which is typically when most of this dumb shit happens, right? But then a man can look at another man and know who's more dangerous. Yes. And I know this
Yeah.
for a fact because I'm not the tallest human being. I'm more like 5'10" something. Yes, realistically, it depends what measuring tape. Some may say 5'9" something, but I'm pretty sure it's 5'10" something. Yes, but then I will comfortably go up again. Like in the past, and granted, it's very, very, very rare that I fight. Like very rare that I'm in confrontation like that, right? But then there's been numerous times where I'm up against guys who are like a foot fucking taller than me. Yes, but they're gonna back down simply because they don't really want to fight. They don't really know how to fight. They're not familiar in that level. Yes, but then they can tell by the way I'm holding myself. Like I'm very fucking. I have no like. I'm excited by this. All right, and when it comes to this scale over here, when you come up to like these extremes, you take pleasure in like certain endpoints. Right? Like I will take pleasure when at a really bad, like not 100% pleasure, but when in a situation which is really bad, where other people would shit themselves, like part of me is really excited.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I will be very comfortable putting myself in points of danger. But then this is something that is taught through time, where I have like in microdoses put myself in danger. Yes, so then my body is familiar when in danger. If you've never been in danger and then danger comes, you will shit yourself because the bar will be way too fucking high, right? Very, very simple comparison is to a sales call. If you've never done fucking sales before and then you hop into a sales call, you're going to shit yourself no matter how much pre-thoughts you've had or mental masturbation, correct? Yeah, because you don't have the XP points. You're not used to your adrenaline being so high. You're not used to people threatening, da 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 da, right? Another example would be like try to fight a fucking UFC fighter who just gets punched for a fucking living. Yes, you're there, adrenaline through the fucking roof, da 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 da, and they're just thinking, "What a fucking stupid twat! He's gonna throw a punch, and I'm gonna da 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 da." Like the level of comfort, let's say with him, let's say against me, he'd fucking whoop my ass because he fucking fights on a fucking daily basis, right? Or at the very least, he will be way more comfortable in the situation up against me, right? Whereas
Mhm.
comparatively, let's say me versus you guys, and I don't know how often you guys fucking fight, so I could be completely wrong, but just saying it as a point, right? I may be more likely to be more comfortable than you guys. Now, you're from Turkmenistan or Kazakhstan, so you likely may have some fighting experience. I'm fucking whooping Jomi. Like Jomi is just gonna have like fucking PTSD. Yeah, he is Angolan. Those are tough people, but I don't think he's in that category, right? But now
Mhm.
even with that, yes, I've insulted Jeremy on a very micro level. Jeremy, why didn't you say anything?
I just wanted to see how far you would go.
Jeremy, I'll go the whole fucking way. I was gonna make a joke about spanking you. Yes.
Well,
All right. But then what you have to understand is that there is a micro moment. Yes, where you tell yourself who you are, right? Where you either stand up for yourself on a very micro level, and it's all these micro ones that allow you to be maximum. Now, we're way over time. Let me just bring this back to fucking sales. Yes. If you try to be nice on a sales call, you cannot objection handle because you've painted this image of trying to be liked. So you can't do what is necessary on a sales call. If they really like you from the beginning, negative rapport is way more difficult because it's hard to both be liked at the same time and ask a person why the fuck are they doing with anything like can they even look in the mirror? Like what the fuck is wrong with them? Right? Like if you are trying to be a nice guy, you put yourself in the box. You're back in the fucking box of being a nice guy. And there's so much you can't do on a sales call. Yes, a nice guy will never say, are you not embarrassed by your bank balance? Would a nice guy ever say that to somebody?
no way.
Yep. Can
Okay.
saying something like that help you close deals?
Yeah, it can. I mean, it also can make a prospect just leave the call,
No,
isn't it?
because they're too
No?
fucking because they're too agreeable. Because it's the truth. Because you speak the fucking truth to them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There will be a small percentage that will leave the calls, but that will be a tiny fucking percentage. Because people are too uncomfortable to leave a fucking call. Generally, they're
Yeah.
too nice or don't want to be, they're too agreeable. That's agreeableness, yes? They're too agreeable to not leave a call. Yes, someone who's assertive would bite back at you, but they're not fucking assertive for shit. Yes, and then like politeness, someone polite would never fucking say that to any human being. Yes, but someone who ranks low in politeness will comfortably say what the fuck they want to get what they want. And we'll finish it off with this, right? If you're not willing to sacrifice adjusting yourselves on these ones, do you even care about your future wife or your future kids? Because you're too worried about everyone else fucking around you. You're too worried about friends, family, people you don't know on the fucking internet. You're too worried about being nice to them, and in turn, you will lose out, and in turn, your future family will fucking lose out because you're too much of a cock who just wants to be fucking liked by the world, who doesn't give two flying fucks about them. Good session?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good session. It's actually something I have realized recently after cold calls.
Yeah.
That's a nice part of me should be sacrificed for a greater good for future.
What fucking nice? What have you ever gained in life by being fucking nice? To genuinely, what have you ever gained?
I don't know. Approval of my parents, something like that.
Maybe, but even then, no. Yes? Does your dad not want to see you as a warrior and then say, that's my
Yeah,
son?
exactly. That's actually what's happening right now. Like I'm getting more assertive and I see that my parents respect me more. And that's something I
Welcome.
haven't expected.
Welcome to life. It's fascinating, isn't it? Yes.
Exactly.
But you should look, humans as a whole aren't nice. They don't care about you. They'll pretend to care about you, but they don't give a fuck. Yes? You I was explaining, like, I'm back on asshole vibe. I was being a nice guy for a bit. I just ate shit, but fuck it. It is what it is, right? I'm back on my asshole vibes. Yeah. And I explained this to somebody. I said, what people don't get is when I'm an asshole, there is one person who wins continuously, and it's me. Yes. Because it's not like I'm being just rude for the sake of being rude. I'm being calculated in my assholeness. I will calculate what the fuck I'm saying, how I'm saying. I will take super high risks in offending and just being abusive. But it's all calculated. I'm being an asshole with a purpose. As an example, you guys will be nice with a purpose. You know that when you do this, when you do that, there's an end objective and people are more likely to like you, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be an asshole in order to get what I want. And at the end of the day, that's money. Yes. So I'm going to be an asshole, put you under exceptional pressure, right? In order for your bitch ass to fold. And I, in turn, get what I want because I am one of the few who are comfortable speaking the truth and reading people and reading their truth to them. Make sense?
What do you think about idea of being gentleman? Can you be a gentleman and be an asshole at the same time?
It looks twice as good.
So how is it structured in your mind? Do you think that you're a gentleman?
Yes, no, yeah, by women's standards, of course, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
So
woman will never like pay in my presence. A woman will never ever pay anything. Like she will walk through
mhm.
automatically. If there's a woman around me that's in my circle, she's under my protection, which is why I don't let women into my circle. I just risk my life for no reason. Yes,
Okay.
like their stupidity, I have to protect it. Fuck knows why. Yes, like
Uh-huh.
under all merits of being chivalrous, I am that. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and how can you be a gentleman and a nice guy? Because that doesn't work. Because a gentleman will take care of his lady. A nice guy can't always do that if he's being nice to everybody. That's the fault with being a nice guy, right? It's being able to be the asshole, which is that which is difficult, right? I'm not saying when I go to see an old person, I'm going to kick him. No, that's being a cunt, right? But
Yeah.
I am able at any point to just turn on being an asshole. Why? Because I can. And what the fuck is the other person going to do about it? And in turn, I win. And in the big scheme of life, I need to win. Like, fuck everybody else. Yeah. Whether that's for me, whether that's for my woman, so on and so forth, right? And I'll give an example. A gentleman will wear a three-piece suit and he'll look really fucking good grabbing his laptop and hitting it against someone else's face. All right. Like a great example would be like the Kingsman.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not saying like based on character, however it's going to be. It's looking good being a cunt in a suit and doing it in a way that a gentleman would do it. You get my point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's actually not that being an asshole prevents you from being a gentleman. It actually complements it, and it only is a way to be a gentleman, to be able to
Obviously,
be an asshole.
obviously, you can't be a cock and a gentleman at the fucking same time.
Okay, that's a new idea for me. For me, okay,
No, no. Look at James Bond. Would you class James Bond as a gentleman? Would he fall
of
under that
course,
category? Does he kill
of
people for
course.
a fucking living?
Yeah,
And if you see, they're not sex scenes, but if you see how the frame is with James Bond and women, he's got a fucking like not the last one, which is gay. It was a gay James Bond who died for women for some fucking reason, retarded.
no,
Yes,
17th. Okay,
he. Sorry for ruining it. He has always had a very strong hold on the woman, where he is in charge. Yes, and that is the
Mhm.
nature of the gentleman. You get my point?
Yeah,
Wonderful. That's all for this session. Any final question?
thank you, Shmuel.
No worries. Okay, guys, I'll see you. Are you both booked in for tomorrow?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Do you guys prefer these types of structures to calls where there's more
yeah, it's
availability?
definitely, definitely.
Okay, cool. Then we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Mhm. See you,
All right.
Shmuel.